What's the pettiest revenge you've gotten on a scammer? I turned their own game against them and made their phone completely useless for weeks. So my grandma Betty almost got scammed out of $5,000 last month. Some jerk called her pretending to be from the IRS, saying she owed back taxes and would get arrested if she didn't pay right away. Classic scam. But my grandma's 78 and doesn't know about this stuff. She was literally walking to the bank with her checkbook when I stopped by to drop off groceries. I asked why she looked so stressed, and she told me about the very serious man from the government who called. Red flags everywhere. I immediately called the real IRS and confirmed it was fake. The scammer had used a spoofed number that looked official but wasn't. My grandma was relieved, but also embarrassed she almost fell for it. Here's where I got petty. I work part-time as a receptionist at Mitchell Security Solutions. It's this tiny company that does alarm systems for local businesses. My boss Jake is pretty cool and lets me mess around with the phone system when it's slow. We have this auto dialer setup that we use to test client alarm systems. I had an idea, a really petty idea. I programmed our auto dialer to call the scammer's number every 15 minutes from different extensions. Each call played this recording I made. This is Agent Cooper from the Federal Fraud Investigation Unit. We have detected illegal activity on your telephone line. Please remain on the line for immediate assistance. Then it would play hold music for exactly 3 minutes before hanging up. The beauty was that our system rotated through 12 different extensions, so it looked like calls were coming from all over. The scammer probably thought the FBI was actually onto him. Day 1, I could tell it was working because when I called the number myself, it went straight to voicemail. His line was constantly busy. Day 2, same thing. I was feeling pretty good about myself, but then I decided to level up. I called the scammer from my personal phone and put on my best old lady voice. Told him I was Margaret and I'd gotten his call about my taxes. I said I was very worried and wanted to pay immediately. He got super excited and started walking me through the payment process. Oh dear, I need to find my banking information, I said. Can you please hold on while I look for my purse? I'm so scared about going to jail. Of course, take your time, he said, probably thinking about his commission. I set the phone down on my kitchen counter and went about my day. Made lunch, watched Netflix, did laundry. Every hour or so I'd pick up and say something like, I'm still looking, please don't hang up, in my shaky old lady voice. This guy stayed on the line for 4 hours. 4 hours of his day completely wasted while my auto dialer was still hitting his other line every 15 minutes. When I finally hung up, I felt amazing, but I wasn't done. My friend Austin works in IT for the phone company. I told him what happened and he was pissed. Turns out his own grandfather got scammed last year. Austin has this software that can trace spoofed numbers back to their real source. Takes a few days, but it works. We found the scammer's actual phone number, not the fake one he was using. Austin reported it to 3 different telecom providers with evidence of the fraud. He also flagged it in some database that marks numbers as known scam sources. Meanwhile, I kept my auto dialer going for 2 more weeks. Every 15 minutes, different extension, same federal investigation message. I started switching up the recordings too. Sometimes it was Agent Cooper, sometimes Agent Williams from the fraud division, sometimes the telecom crime unit. The best part happened when I called the original spoofed number to check if it was still active. Instead of the scammer, I got this automated message saying the number had been disconnected due to fraudulent activity. Austin's reports had actually worked.